You get $5 million USD, but for every 2 weeks you are alive for, a taste bud grows in your butthole. Would you take it? Why or why not? Yes. I eat enough hot sauce to burn out my taste buds on both ends. Just do a hot sauce enema on day 1, problem solved. Until after 2 weeks. We call this one the last dab. You don't have to if you don't want to. But it's tradition. Tears in eyes, FKU Sean. Yes, I would take that deal. I would periodically file off the taste buds from my ass when they get to a tasteable number. Honey, have you seen my ass rasp? I think you left it down, by the pool next to the ass brush and scissors. I think you left it down, by the pool next to the ass brush and scissors. No, no, no. It's in the bathroom, next to the poop knife. I think the poop knife hung on a nail in a utility room central to the multiple bathrooms. Press the like button. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for future notification. We already have taste buds in our lower intestine, they just aren't hooked up to our sense of taste. So sure, I'll take that deal. Why do we have taste buds up our ass? To detect parasites, causing our immune system to attack them. These parasites taste like parasites. Littering, and smoke in the reefer. So I'm going to give the actual answer, which was kinda mentioned. They are taste buds in the loosest terms. They taste sugars and tell the body whether it needs to produce more or less of a kind of protein that takes that sugar before we void. Edit. A nice side effect is that it can basically taste when worms are present due to how the worms break down material as well. So your body knows it has worms. Great, now what? You get a strong craving to eat small birds. Take it in a heartbeat, taste buds also die off quicker than they'll grow at that rate. Taste buds go through a life cycle where they grow from basal cells into taste cells and then die and are sloughed away. According to Dr. Bartoshuk, their normal life cycle is anywhere from 10 days to 2 weeks. However, burning your tongue on hot foods can also kill taste buds, she says. So you're saying eat some spicy food and finish them off with a Taco Bell meal and this becomes a non-issue. Pretty sure he meant hot as in temperature, not spiciness. Begs the question though, can God make a burrito so hot that even he can burn his ass taste buds? Wait, are we saying your butt is a tongue? Because if so, the one anima where people kiss with their butts is now totally accurate. It also provides new and interesting ways to have fun in bed. Press the like button. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for future notification. Yes, I mean, you do know that you could just have surgery to either remove or nullify your taste buds, right? And you could just use the $5 million to pay for said surgery. Yay! Free surgery. Take that. American healthcare system finally found a loophole. One might call it the loophole. Edit. Damn it, typo. Give this man the karma backhand index pointing down. The poop hole loophole. You messed up. Stoma bag, here I come. This is the most brilliant response. A genuine loophole that doesn't involve messing with the taste buds, which, as this is part of a cursed deal, probably do taste and cannot be removed by earthly means. I work with people who get the stoma bag. As much as the idea of it is weird, the reality is quite different. Not as bad as it sounds. Right? So many of my patients are utterly delighted by them and their new ability to live a normal life and wish they did it years ago. I would put up with a hell of a lot more inconvenience than a stoma for that much money. My mom had a lot of issues initially. The ostomy nurse wasn't responsive, home health care, and we were dealing with a huge surgical wound nearby that didn't leave much room to place the seal. She would never want to go back to one. That being said, without the wound/wound vac, I could probably deal with a stoma fairly well if I ever need to. Really? Maybe because it's a possibility for me, but I am terrified of them. Everyone I know who has them has had severe complications that lasted for years. Was looking for this response. I have Crohn's, so there is a chance it could happen anyway. My mom had a stoma for an ileostomy bag, it was reversed, so I learned how to change them out. They aren't too bad if you don't have a gaping surgical wound nearby. I wouldn't get a stoma bag for £5 million. My ex had one and they're not fun. I have Crohn's and I have had nightmares where I have one in the dream. Not to mention, you can't eat tons of food, seeds, nuts, corn, mushrooms, anything with small bits or a tough skin. You also can't sleep on your front, lift anything remotely heavy. You also get dehydrated really quickly and the bag leaks a lot. Press the like button. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for future notification. A few questions. Is the taste bud functional? In other words, can I taste my butthole? Second, and more importantly, does a taste bud mean there's a new taste bud every 2 weeks, or does it mean the same taste bud grows larger? If the latter, by how much? Thank you. The taste bud is as functional as all the others that literally already exist there. Also, it's a new bud every 2 weeks, which is already how they operate. So it's essentially $5 million for nothing to change? That's quite the dilemma. I might have to sleep on that one. The taste bud is as functional as all the others that literally already exist there. You have to realize that that isn't the case in this very unscientific and fictional dilemma. Let me put it this way. Do you think the question is, would you take $5 million with no downside? Or do you think the question is, would you take $5 million if the downside is that every 2 weeks you start tasting more and more of your ass? I think the person asking should have taken human bio. Even testicles have taste receptors. I think the person asking should have taken human bio. My point was that bio doesn't matter since it is obviously a fantasy dilemma where you start tasting shit from your intestine. It's like asking if you would live for free $50 million mansion but there is a T-Rex also living on the grounds that you have to avoid when going outside. You can't just go of course I would, because T-Rexes are extinct so it is perfectly safe. Because it's obviously not the point of the question and takes all the fun out of it. Yosinophobic. This is the first of this kind of question that I've seen here where it actually is a dilemma. I'll reject it. Having to constantly taste shit and ass isn't a great way to live. Yosinophobic. This is the first of this kind of question that I've seen here where it actually is a dilemma. I'll reject it. Having to constantly taste shit and ass isn't a great way to live. I mean, if I had that kind of money dropped on me, I'd probably soon be drunk in Vegas eating a hooker's ass anyway. So okay, I like the idea of getting a woman off, but if I'm paying for it, I'll skip the part where I provide oral. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.